have difficulty saying no to people, or do you agree with everything they say even when your opinion is the opposite? It's not easy to be nice in this cruel world, right? Enough is enough! In today's video, I will share with you guys 5 wonderful tips that will help you position yourself without hurting anybody and make you believe that your capability goes beyond you can imagine. Hello guys! Welcome to my channel! How are you doing today? Please write in the comments. Don't feel shy. We are a family here. I'm Sarah Lippi and I am delighted we found each other. Please subscribe to stay here forever and hit the bell button to be notified whenever I post a new video every Wednesday to make you feel good. I was a people pleaser in many different moments of my life, so I know exactly how painful it is to please people all the time. Thanks God, I learned to say more no to things that push me away from my purpose. Being empathetic is all about who I am, and I love pleasing people. This is my nature, but it becomes a problem when we can't position ourselves and say no to a behavior we don't appreciate or say no to things we don't want to do. Here are some characteristics of a people pleaser. You can say no to people. Everyone asks you for a favor and you are always available to help them, which is excellent. Can you imagine a world without empathetic people? The problem is when you stop doing your thing, delay your projects, or put your dreams aside to live people's lives because you don't have time for yourself. If someone feels bad, you blame yourself or fear that the person will think you are the problem. Do you know why we become people pleasers? Because we're afraid of being rejected, we don't want to disappoint, and we don't like conflicts. So, to get along with everyone well, we become people pleasers, pleasing everyone except ourselves. So, here are my 5 tips that will help you get out of this world of people pleasers and become yourself. We all desire to be accepted. We sometimes have to live a fake life to be able to impress people at work, at school, at the church, and pretty much everywhere. People get into debt because of it, and we sometimes buy expensive cars and clothes to fit in. I've done it before. You don't need to try to fit in environments that don't accept the true you. We try to fit in to avoid rejection because rejection is one of the worst things that can damage our emotions. But if I tell you that being rejected is the best medication to make you stronger, I have experienced a lot of rejection in my life, so that's why I became a people pleaser. Then I tried to stop being a people pleaser and I got even more rejected. It was painful. I cried a lot trying to understand these rejections. Until I realized that I was focusing my energy wrongly. We don't need to fit in. I don't want to fit in with specific groups of people that don't accept me the way I am. You are unique the way you are. Do you know why? Because we were created by the most fantastic artist in the universe, God, the Creator. I learned through my rejection journey that once we stop trying to fit in, we start seeing the amazing people that love us the way we are, no matter what. People invite you to places you don't like and you say yes. They ask you for favors when you're busy and you say yes. They ask you to try things you don't like and you say yes. You are so used to say yes that you no longer know how to say no. You are living your life to say yes to everyone but yourself. So, how can you start saying yes to just what you want to do and saying no to the things you want to avoid? Think before you answer the person who asks you for something. Instead of answering yes right away, you can politely say, "Can I answer in a few minutes or tomorrow?" Then you reflect on both sides. If you say yes, what will happen to you? Will it make you feel good or bad? And what can happen if you say no? Can you handle the consequences? Communication is the best tool for evolution in any relationship. It's not easy to say no, but if you practice once, twice, or 1,000 times, there will come a time when you will be very good at saying no and saying yes only for what matters. Setting healthy boundaries in your relationships is perfect. Boundaries are a way to honor who you are and what you don't want in your life. Setting healthy boundaries will help you steer clear of toxic people who don't care about your emotions and improve your relationships with those ones who love you. So, what can you do is to write on paper a list of people who usually bother you, then write next to the name the following questions. What do they say or do that annoys me? This is brainstorming, so write down everything that comes to your mind. Once you get rid of those frustrations that have left your mind, ask yourself and keep writing. Why do these attitudes bother me so much? What should these people do to respect me instead of pushing me down? It is right here that you create your boundaries. So the last question is it worth keeping these people in my life? If the answer is yes, or at least you have to see these people every day at work as an example, you have to be prepared to talk to these people to establish healthy boundaries. Spending time with yourself is the best way for you to learn more about yourself and find your voice. Take some days of the month that you reserve for yourself only. Hanging out with yourself will allow you to know the fantastic person you are. You can read a good book such as The Assertiveness, How to Stand Up for Yourself and Still Win the Respect of Others by Jody Murphy. This is a great book that is very easy to read and it will help you stand up for yourself and still win the respect from others. I will leave the link for you to check this book out in the description below. A good way for us to discover the powerful voice that is inside us is to write in our journals. What should you write? Take the pen and write whatever that comes into your mind. Write about your day yesterday, things you enjoy doing, dreams you want to achieve, frustrations you want to overcome, gratitude, whatever you want. It's sometimes hard to write in a journal initially, but you will get this great habit and love it. My journal is absolutely a therapist for me. You can also create a list of goals you want to achieve this year or fun things you haven't done in a long time. The past can sometimes be our worst enemy. We were all born confident, but we start losing our self-esteem because of unfortunate events from the past. The time when I lost my voice completely, some people used to hurt my feelings a lot and I didn't know how to defend myself anymore, which is interesting because I am the kind of person who has always stood up for myself. But unfortunate events can make anybody become a people pleaser. I'm grateful I could overcome my past and love the person I am today. Here's one great tip that can help you focus on who you are today and forget about your past that comes into your mind to make you feel small. Write down affirmations in the present tense. Here's some examples. My past is not a reflection of my future. I am in control of how I react to others. I'm courageous and stand up for myself. I am worthy of love. I surround myself with positive people who help bring out the best in me. I forgive those who have hurt me. I love myself fully. You can also find a therapist like I did to speak to someone trustable to share your feelings and help you overcome some traumas. I hope these tips can help you start standing up for yourself powerfully and say lots of no for things you don't want to do. Always remember, you are not a people pleaser. You are a wonderful person who care, give, and serve others, but also care, give, and serve yourself. This is only a phase that after this video will be left in your past. Talking about this video, can you please give a thumbs up and write in the comments your thoughts about all the tips I shared with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Big hug and see you next week.